Hello students, today we will read the part second of part 1, the sound of music. As yesterday we have read, Evelyn also achieved her goal. She worked hard and she had in aim to become the most topmost, the most famous, the most sought after musician of the world. And she did that. She gained mastery of almost 1000 musical instruments, and she is the most popular multi-percussionist of the world. She has a very busy schedule. She has programs and concerts all over the world. So now we will continue our text with part 1. Evelyn Glennie listened to sound without hearing it. So now we will continue our text. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. When you watch Evelyn work or perform so effortlessly, although she cannot hear, you get very curious because Evelyn can identify the slightest, the minutest sound made by the musical instruments. In or 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Now, the writer Deborah Cowley took Evelyn's interview, which lasted for 2 hours, and says that Evelyn never missed a single word that she spoke. Man with bushy beard give me trouble, she laughed. Evelyn says that those men who have long, huge, bushy beards give her trouble. Why do they give her trouble? Because when they speak, she cannot see their lip movement as their lips are covered with bushy beards. It is, as you can see here, the picture of Evelyn. It is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. Evelyn says that she does not only see the lip movement of the person's face to make out what the person is speaking. She sees the whole face, that means the entire expression of the face of the speaker makes Evelyn identify or know what the person is saying. She adds the expression of the eyes helps Evelyn make out what the person sitting in front of her is saying. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. Lilt means a way of speaking, and flawlessly means without a fault or mistake. The writer says that Evelyn's speech is flawless and she has a Scottish accent. Accent means as she belongs to Scotland, her voice has that accent. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. Evelyn says that she can speak clearly because she had learned the language she studied till the age of 11, till the time she could hear. But that does not explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. But after becoming deaf, Evelyn also learned two new languages. She has learned French and basic Japanese. So one wonders that how could she learn these two new languages also despite her deafness? Explain. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles. Tingles means causes a slight pricking or stinging sensation in the skin, my cheekbones, and cheekbones means bones of cheeks, and even in my hair. So here Evelyn explains that how does she identify music? It creates sensation in her skin, in her cheekbones, and even in her hair. So every part of Evelyn's body responds to music. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. When she plays the xylophone, she uses sticks and she can sense the vibration of the sound produced by the xylophone pass through the sticks up into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonances. Resonances meaning here echo of sound flowing into her body. When Evelyn plays the drum, she leans towards the drum and she can feel the echo flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. Whenever Evelyn performs, she performs on a wooden platform and she removes her shoes so that she can feel the vibration of the musical instruments pass through the floor into her feet and up her legs. That is how she can feel the sound of the musical instruments. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Now, Evelyn is a delight to hear. She gives very good solo performances. In the year 1991, she was presented with this award, Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award for performing solo. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Now, James Blades is a master percussionist, and his words were the ones that we read before we started reading the chapter. According to James, God took away Evelyn's hearing ability, but in return, he gave her a strong power of sensing sounds, which enabled her to become a great musician. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic means a person who finds it difficult to stop working. Evelyn is very hardworking. She does not stop working. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians. Not to be at par with those people who can hear, who are classical musicians. Evelyn works very hard, but the rewards are enormous. Enormous means big. Evelyn says that the rewards she gets for her hard work are huge and big. Apart from the regular concerts in, Evelyn also gives free concert in prisons and hospitals. Evelyn does charity also. She gives free concerts in hospitals and prisons. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians, for those musician, and Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Evelyn does charity also, and she gives free concerts in hospitals and prisons. She also takes classes for young musicians, for those children who want to learn music. Evelyn is an inspiration for all. She is an ideal, and Richlin, who belongs to the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children, says that Evelyn is an inspiration for those children who cannot hear. And when they get to know Evelyn's story, they will feel that they can accomplish everything. They can fulfill all their dreams. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. Evelyn Glennie has achieved so much in life that those people who are double her age have also not achieved those many things, that much popularity, and those many awards as Evelyn has done. She has brought percussion and to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. Orchestra is a group of people who are playing different musical instruments, and generally the percussion instruments like the drums and the xylophone are placed at the back end of the orchestra, or they are placed at the side. But as Evelyn performs solo, she gives special performances with these percussion instruments. The percussion instruments have come in front of the orchestra. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. People who look to her and say, If she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. Evelyn's story is an inspiration to those people who are physically disabled. They feel that if Evelyn can achieve her dreams, even they can, and Evelyn has given a lot of pleasure to her audience by playing such music, good music, that they can also. So, once she had overcome this hurdle, Evelyn began her career in music, and Evelyn's story is an inspiration for the differently able who are motivated to fulfill their dreams like she did. So, this is the theme of this chapter, The Sound of Music, Part 1. Evelyn Glennie, listen to sound without hearing it. Physical disability and poverty has disability do not come in the way of persons who have strong will and dedication to work. And they achieve greatness in their chosen path by dint of hard work. If we have firm determination and dedication to our work, we can certainly achieve our goal like Evelyn. Our dedication and desire to achieve our chosen goals will constantly recharge us to fight our disabilities. Hard work and dedication guidance are key to success. With the help of these qualities, even the physically challenged pupil can achieve their goals and become successful in their life like Evelyn Glennie. So students, you have to revise this part 1, and after that we will continue this chapter, The Sound of Music, with the second part. But firstly, you have to revise this chapter thoroughly, and you have to understand the main gist of this poem, of this chapter, with a theme, that what is the theme of this chapter, that hard work and dedication are guidance are key to success. Thank you.